So in today's video, we're going to show you how to grind the 84 plus times 7 and the 80 plus player pick. If we go to our favorites, there are a couple SBCs you are going to need. You're going to need the premium bronze upgrade, the premium silver upgrade, the player pick, and of course the 84 plus, the premium mixed league upgrade, the throwback winners if you haven't done this one already, and the silver star smelting and the trophy crafting upgrade, and this position modifier, and I'll show you why exactly. So starting off with the premium mixed, with these teams here, this is where you want to start the recycling. So basically, your Premier League, La Liga go into this SBC. You want to put in one league at first to get the chemistry. Once you got the chemistry, so let's say Premier League, you get yourself 15 chem, switch it to your La Liga because you can put any players in any position, get the team rating. That gives you an untradeable pack. Do the exact same thing with the Bundesliga and Serie A. So, for example, get 15 chem with a Bundesliga team, and then with the Serie A, put them in every other position to get the team rating. They give you two sets of packs. So we get ourselves a tradable and untradeable, untradeable and tradable, and then another untradeable overall. With the tradable, you're going to want to sell every single thing in the pack. Doesn't matter what it is and what you get. And untradable is where you're going to recycle it round. So with the Libertadores, we have completed it already. And you can pause the video and put these players in. I managed to pack half of these and get them as the cheapest. I'll show you what to do with the packs as well, step by step. And we've also completed Ligue 1. I saw a couple comments the other day saying that Eredivisie is the best way. I still completely disagree and say that this is the best team to go for. You can mass bid or snipe on these for so cheap that people don't do it. And that's how you can play it. So you can see here we got ourselves 3 packs. 2 from doing those 2 SBCs and 1 from completing the whole SBC. So on top of that, we go to our store. With our tradable pack, we are going to sell and discard everything in this pack. No matter what we pack, so for example, we get ourselves no board in this, not a problem. We are then going to list up all the players. So for example, we're going to sell all 5 of these players. We can discard the manager, all the contracts, the healings, the leagues. They're all going to get discarded. I do think this actually goes for a little bit of coins. I might be wrong. No, it doesn't anymore. So that can get discarded. And then we sell all of these players. Even though we need them from other SBCs, we're just going to sell them all. I'm going to put them on the transfer list to save time, even if they're minimum price. So that's what you do with the tradable packs from this League SBC. From the untradable, which is this Prime Election Players pack from the Libertadores, this is where you do the recycling. So, leading into the next step, you can see here we got ourselves 2 Libertadores players, which is fantastic. Then we've got ourselves a Portuguese League player, which we don't need, a Serie A and a La Liga player we do need, and a Ligue 1 that we don't need as we're only doing Marseille, plus 3 silver rares and 3 silver commons. So I'm going to show you exactly what to do with every single one of those. But just to start off, before we get into that part, I'm just going to show you exactly what teams you need to complete this Champions winners, or throwback winners, sorry. So I completed every single one already, just need to submit. So again, you can just pause it, copy what I've done, and complete your way. So these packs are all tradable. You also get a 50k pack at the end of it. And this is where you're going to get coins. So basically, what you want to be doing is all the League SBCs and adding to this every single time. Because you only need X amount of... Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select Foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. So because you're going to be recycling these all the way around, you're going to get yourself coins back from these packs. You don't need the exact teams. You don't need to have exactly 11 PSG players, for example. You can go round and round and round. So you can see here, completed this one. I may have submitted a player into one of the SBCs that I need, but it's not a problem. And basically, like I said, you can just pause the video on every single one I completed and copy me. Some of them do need position modifiers, some of them don't. I've gone for some 83s as well to keep the value up, and the reason why its value is to keep team rating high enough to put silvers in, etc. I don't use silvers from the leagues that I need for League SBCs because we're going to put them into other things. So you can see here we've got 1 more, 2 more to go, and then this one done. This is probably the hardest one in La Liga because we get ourselves a player pick, which is nice, which will open up as well as we've got to get through this. So we do that in 1 second. And then the last one, I think I have to buy another Modest because I just used him in another SBC. But this is easily done by just basically going through one by one. If you need to buy 2 or 3 players to complete it, go and buy those 2 or 3 players. So we need Modest here. So let me just go get Modest quickly, and we can add him in. You can see exactly how I do it. So for example, just type in Modest, go to about 800, 900 is a bit cheaper than that. I just find the cheapest price. So we go 700 is the cheapest. If you need to get yourself a position modifier, which I'll show you exactly the best place to get that from as well once we've completed this one. So again, just to show you the team, you can copy that and get yourself underway. So instead of buying position modifiers off the store or off the transfer market, you want to complete this position modifier upgrade. You get 5 every single day and it refreshes. You only need 1 bronze common. So we complete that, we get ourselves a position modifier. There are around 1,400 coins at the moment, so you're going to save yourself so many coins from that. Let's open up this pick and see what we get out of this. We get ourselves a walkout, which is going to help us with the 84 plus times upgrade. It's also tradable as well. Then, going back to these premium ones, we have got ourselves bronze commons. If you don't know where I got the bronze commons from, I do bronze pack method all the time to restock my club up, and that's how I get through it. Then you want to put the 2 rare silvers you get from that and the 2 common silvers back into this silverware smelting. Or, if you haven't done these icon SBCs, which I'll show you now, for example, when I go to Vidic, because I haven't done them yet, you can put your bronze rares and your silver rares into these SBCs, and these will give you tradable pack backs as well. So, for example, these are all the bronze rares I need. Pop it in, not a problem. And I've got those bronze rares from doing the smelting silverware. And you're wondering, well, how have you done that? With the smelting silverware under our favorites, you will see here that there is a thing where you get yourself 6 bronze rares and another 6 bronze rares. So again, bronze pack method. If you don't have bronze commons in your club, pop them into this SBC here. Then the silver commons go into this one. The silver rares will go into the icons if you haven't done them. If you have done them, then you're going to get yourself underway to basically put them into the smelter run. Get the 11 goals. 11 goals will go into this trophy crafting upgrade where you get that done and 280 plus. And then basically once you've completed this SBC for the 7 times in one day, you cannot do it anymore. Then you're going to put all of your silvers from this pack, so all 4 silvers into this pack. Do that 3 times. You get this one done once. That's 5 gold commons. That's going to give you an 80 plus player pick. The 80 plus player pick, as you can see here, is quite low. We only need to have 2 gold rares. And again, there is very, very different cards that you need to put into here. So we need to put in players that we don't use from the mixed league SBC. So for example, Scottish League and MLS, we do not use. And then the same for gold commons. The gold commons, for example, when I look here, we only need to use Marseille Ligue 1 players. So any other Ligue 1 player can go into there. Championship can go in. We'll skip down to the next page. And we're basically just looking for, so there's a Gamero here. Every single player that we're not going to use in another SBC is exactly how you recycle it. So there's an Eredivisie player then. If I go back up to this first page again, we should have a refresh, I'd imagine. So Prem, not a problem. And that's all I'm doing, is just going through every single card. Always get asked the question is, oh, how have I added the cards in so quickly? If you press start or pause on your controller and then press A or X, you can then put them in one by one. And then when we back out, they're all there. So every single one of these players, we don't need to use in any of the league SBCs. Got ourselves a pick, and we can just keep going round and round with this process. So basically, whatever we get out of this, there's 2 decisions to make. If there's not a walkout or a board in this pack, like there is a walkout here. Let's say Lukaku wasn't there. We take the Marseille player because we need the Marseille player to finish off the Premium League. But we'll take Lukaku. Then that Lukaku can go into the 84 plus times 7 upgrade. We have a look at the requirements here. We need to have an 87 or higher and a team of the week. So you're going to keep going round and round and round until you get them. And we can put in our goals that we've just recently got. So if we go to recently, you can see here we got ourselves a Skriniar. And we got ourselves a Lukaku, which is going to help us with the 85 rating. We are just looking for that 87 or higher. But there are also a couple more things you can do before you skip off the video. It's just gameplay related. If we go to objectives, as long as it's not broken, because they're normally broken right now, it's not, thank God. If we go to the milestones, you can see you actually get yourself some fodder from just doing the Bergkamp ones. An 87 base Bergkamp there. With Frank Lampard, there's an 86 if you need it, and a 90 later on once you completed those. Also, with those crafting upgrades, you do get yourself some icons. You can see here we've got a couple 86, but there is an 87 in there if you're halfway through. And then we've also got these 86s as well, which are going to help you out. And the same with this card versus online. And there are multiple things you can do. As always, if you have any questions, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll hopefully catch you in the next video. See ya.